So I'm coming on. It's not too late. It's not quite midnight yet late. Okay. Um, Doing something new on here. I'm always doing something new. But um I'm sitting out in this hammock and I got a nice little bottle of red that I've been sipping on. And I'm enjoying the stars and the crickets that y'all hear in the background and the quietness of the community and the palm trees. They're doing their thing in the nighttime, cool, sweet May night air and breeze. It's just gorgeous. And the wind chimes. And I just was thinking and just enjoying something in my memory bank. For those who don't know, I lived in Turkey for about 2.5 years. And in that space in particular, I had a apartment that was right on the Mediterranean Sea. And so in the background at night, well, really 24/7, but anytime I was there, I would be listening to the waves of the Mediterranean, and then I'd be looking up at the sky at night and enjoying the stars. And there's this one particular star that I remember looking at there, and maybe this is my weirdo-ness kicking in, but I'm so comfortable in that I breathe in it very well. So I'm going to just let it be what it is here. But to me, that particular star looked like it was coming from the east when I would look towards the east. I was near what was considered I was in between what was considered the Tarsus Mountains range in southeast Turkey and the Mediterranean Sea. So I would see the mountain peaks at night like at the moon. And just now I saw a flash deep in the sky. And sometimes when I would see that happening in Turkey, when I would do my late night, midnight, wee hours in the morning, twilight, stargaze, I would sing Twinkle Twinkle in my own little way. And it worked. Every time I would sing after I saw a star flash the way it would do, it would be bright, flash, and then it would go, and it would be another 10 seconds or so. Then it'd flash again, like a signal of some type. So I would sing Twinkle Twinkle, and it would flash as if it was a response to me singing Twinkle Twinkle. And I didn't sing it verbatim the way we say it here on Earth. I added a few little words and I twisted the words a little bit just so that it would be a personal communication between me and that particular star system or star light. So going back to that particular star that I felt like was coming from the east direction, because I'm very good with my sense of direction. It was coming from the east, northeast actually, when I was in Turkey. But the last few nights, I've noticed that this might be a totally different star. Of course, many different stars have their vibrations, their frequencies, their colors, their light sensories, and all the things. But it feels like it's this particular star, and it's in the west. It's in the southwest direction of where I am currently. So I thought that was just interesting, intriguing, and cool, because I know how the constellations can shift and change. Which brings me to my other element that I was reading an article today that was speaking about how the North Pole has traveled a little bit more closer to the continent of, the continent of Europe, aka specifically towards Russia. It's closer to Russia than it is Canada at this time. And I'm going to say this might be like a misnomer or whatever, but I kind of suspect that the reason why that the so-called airlines are doing what they're doing, they're telling us it's gas prices and other things, but I have a strong suspicion that it has a lot to do with the pole shifting, because they have to fly on certain coordinates and points and things like that according to the poles, the latitudes and longitudes. And when that's off, in conjunction with the solar flares, the class of solar flares that they have been reporting, and the ones that have not been reporting, I think that also ties into why the travel, I'll just say travel in general across the globe, has had to come to not a complete halt, but a slowdown in sorts, because they're having to recalibrate because they can't follow the old systems of navigation according to the polar shifts. And this is an outcome of that. So that's an element. That's not the reason, but I would suspect a significant reason into why that's happening across the long international modes of travel. So that could also be the whole ships thing, and their travel and navigation, as well as international flights. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to come on late night before it gets to the twilight and try this out. I'm gonna continue to enjoy my stargaze and my wine sippage and hammock swinging as I'm stargazing and enjoying the palm trees talking to me and telling me, how they be, because they just look gorgeous, all tall and just, I love to hear this May night breeze rush through their leaves and fronds. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, y'all stay delicious. Peace.